Yeah. All right, so let's not drop your fucking phones. It's Doug Rice, motherfuckers. 9 o'clock on the dot. 15th of May, 2022. What should we talk about? Now, I need you Hebrews to settle what they call the fucking. Today we're going to talk. So, what's new? Well, let's just begin. So we got one. 18 years old. Dear God. 18 whole years. Shit! 10 pages. For every fucking page he wrote in his racist 180-page manifesto of fear and loathing. What a read. He wrote that shit. Eloquent. Dear God, he could have made a difference. Fuck. Seemed like an intelligent lad. What was going on in there? What was happening up there? What contributory factors are they going to search for ad infinitum to add excuse to this horrendous insult to our existence? 10 lives. 10 lives. 10 members of the royal family snuffed out because some guy, some yet to be developed, obscure, minuscule, demon-bred, diabolical, confused, fucked up motherfucker decided that he wanted to travel 200 motherfucking miles to find just the right community. And find it he did. And what will we do now? What are we going to do? Are we going to talk it out? Thoughts and prayers? Ready to do the round table? Who's first? Don Lemon? Come on! Give me somebody. Who's ready to cry? You know, I thought I'd get on today and just lose my goddamn mind. And I just might. And then I said, they are going back in fucking time. Why don't we join them? What did we used to do when they murdered us indiscriminately? Do you remember? I'll tell you. What we did was we quietly gathered our dead. And we buried them. And then we shut our fucking mouths. And we kept to ourselves. And we didn't complain to the goddamn sheriff. And we didn't hit the fucking newspaper. We didn't hold interviews. And we didn't beg for change. What we did was gathered our dead, buried them, and continued to mind our fucking business. So, I'm going to do everything I can to stay alive today. But for those of you that are in my life with something to say, for those of you oppressors who dare show your fucking faces to me right now, boy, you better find something to do. And I advise each and every Negro listening to me today, who will be surrounded tomorrow at work with saddened and contrite faces, ready and waiting. Let me tell you something, Hebrew. Of all days, tomorrow morning, don't you have a fucking grin on your goddamn faces. Still grinning? What are you thinking? Couldn't happen? Are you shocked? Are you shaken? Here's what I want you to consider. As our oppressors get booted the fuck out, you don't fucking belong here. Get the fuck out. Let me tell you what I'm considering, brothers and sisters. This simple thing. On what planet have you ever dreamed a Negro would arm himself to the teeth, drive 200 miles in a community not his own, to express a murderous rage out of fear? On what planet does that black man exist? Point him out. The reason I don't want you to discuss it tomorrow, it will be a one-way conversation. You'll have nothing to compare it to. You won't be able to say, yeah, remember that brother? He drove 200 miles to your community and randomly murdered 10 or 11 of you. Do you remember that? No, you don't. Of course you don't, motherfucker. And this is the second time some non-discriminate piece of filth decides to go to one of our places and murder us for the hate of it. Do we do that? Of course we do. It doesn't even come across the mind of Negroes to do such a horrendous thing. But these motherfuckers are repeat offenders. And just like last time, taken alive. Right upside the face of black people everywhere. He killed 10 of us. And you took him in alive for the second time. He didn't go to Wendy's. They probably took him to Jack in the Box. He looks like a Jack in the Box kind of guy. You know. I'm just saying Jack in the Box is good. Okay, listen, folks. Are you tired yet? Oh, are you convinced? Do you believe me? No, you don't believe me? You don't think, oh, it's not real? Let me explain. We're not the same. We're not the same. They found 1,000 dead bodies in Ukraine, buried, mass graves. We're not the same. We don't fantasize about murder and death. We don't feed on fear. And we're surrounded by those that do that very thing. And maybe now I've got your fucking attention. You think you can get that goddamn grin off your fucking faces tomorrow? What you think? I bet you can. He wrote a 180-page manifesto of fear. He claimed that people are being replaced, that people are being erased, that the future is not too bright for those who call themselves white. Too bad. So sad. And what is his chosen course of action? How does he respond to this discovery he's made? He's somehow on a track to, discover shit. 200-mile drive, folks, look. 200-mile drive, even at 55 miles an hour, that's what, 2 hours, right? 4 hours, wait. 100 miles an hour, is 2 hours. A 3-hour drive, dude, come on. You could have at least said, it's a long damn drive. Shit, I ain't no Buffalo. Look, fuck this. I ain't even got gas. Oh my God. None of that. None of that. He drove. I need you to imagine the conversation he was having with himself as he drove all the way to Buffalo to kill Negroes. Accomplish his end. Folks, it gets better. Live stream it. And then deny he did it after being taken alive. Let's grab some coffee. Come on. The ironic fallacy, it's just amazing. That's damn near funny. That's a fucking movie. And you know what? He's going to do so well in prison. Oh, no. No harm will come to him. Shit. That's a king. That motherfucker's a king. Oh, are you kidding? 180 pages and you accomplished your goal and you were taken in alive? What, are you kidding me? He's got canteen. They're buying his canteen right now. They're in the line right now. It's 9:12 in the morning. Motherfuckers are in line. What do you think he likes? I don't know. Maybe he looks like he likes Dr. Pepper. I'm just going to get a case. If he doesn't, we'll just swap it later. Don't worry about it. I got it. A hero. And what drove him to this? Well, my God, he feels like he's being replaced. He's just seeing it pile on after on. I mean, the black girl magic, the appointments, the recognition, the going back in time. It's just weighing on the minds of these creatures who just can't seem to keep their shit together, but for some reason want to be up in my fucking conversation. You ain't got shit to fucking say today or tomorrow to a Negro. Y'all need to shut the fuck up. Seriously. Fuck is you got to say? It ain't you? Oh, it ain't? Not today, right? But who knows? Tomorrow you might hear, Lil' Kim do a little song and that trigger! Anyway, that's the opening. And I'm gonna stick to the format because I can't let it dominate. If I do, I'm liable to have a fucking convulsion, a fit. But at the same time, I need to stick to my own mantra, which is basically just carry the fuck on. Get the dead, bury the dead, stay the fuck to yourself. Bring it the fuck in. When are you ready to bring it in? Brothers and sisters, Hebrews. Oh, you're not ready yet? How many more? What, you think it's over? You think it's over? Let me explain. That young man has now inspired individuals who just waiting for that push to see if perhaps doing something like this would at least get you out alive. Now that they've seen daylight, plans are being made in non-discriminate homes with men living with their parents who should have left long ago. We're all in danger. What's on their fucking minds? Not what's on our mind. Oh, no. Oh, no. We're not thinking about being replaced. Who the fuck is thinking about? I'm just thinking about trying to survive the day. You kidding me? I'm not all in my goddamn feelings. Some folks are. Chicago. Everybody saw me post, and they're keeping it under wraps. And they have to. Chicago. The word is police shot a 16-year-old Hebrew. And took exception, and then things got a little out of hand. Now, you're not seeing that too much on the mainstream. They got to trickle that out slowly behind this other shit. Thank you so much to Trina for kicking out the riffraff. You would think they'd have bigger fish to fry. What's wrong? What, you going to go to work tomorrow and be quiet because you done said all the things you want to say here? And the Trina just kick you out. You got it all off your chest. Look here! Tomorrow morning, when you go in the office, you're going to feel an atmosphere. Oh, man. If you are Hebrew, oh, you're going to feel it. Thick enough to cut with a knife. Right through the air. You're going to have to move through the thickness of uncomfortableness, awkwardness. And you let that shit hang in the air all fucking day. You hear me? Don't you address it. Don't you listen to it. Don't you hear it. Listen, I don't want to talk about that. That's not for you to discuss with me. And walk the fuck off. You hear me? And be wary of any of them that want to initiate a conversation about the recent events. No. I don't wish to discuss that with you. Hey! Let's continue. Yeah, I got in a little early today. You're going to church. I wish you would go to church today. You know the first thing the pastor's going to tell you as soon as you get there. Oh, he going to mention what happened, and he going to tell you that we need to pray for that young man. That's exactly what he's going to say. On code. In fact, I almost think they're required to say something in the event of a national kind of occurrence like this. So if you somehow manage to hobble your sillified asses to church to give homage to the good old days on the plantation, make sure that you bring your $20 so that you can hear him tell you that that young confused man who took the lives of so many of us, pray for him. And I wish you would, motherfuckers. All right. Let's continue. So, you know what I do. Black news, baby, right? Search term, black news, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 9 words, right? 9 letters, right? And, just see what happened. I don't know what's going to come up today. So the Buffalo mayor says that the shooting suspect would hear and take as many black lives as possible. Really? Is that, the sentiment? You know he had the N-word scrawled on his rifle? What's that about, bro? I mean, if that's your rifle, you're not going to... Is it representative of what you hate? That's a bit odd. I don't understand. You scribbled that on the rifle. I would think you'd like something, I don't know, commiserate with your beliefs, not something... I don't get it. Anyway, he was there to take 180 pages. See what happens when you teach motherfuckers to read and write? Oh, I didn't mean to go there, but you know. 180 pages, 18 years old. Dude. Hold up. Before you start doing that, can I read this? Damn, you got talent. Why don't you just become a nationalist? Look, Proud Boys, they're thinning out a little bit. So many of them are in jail. So the ranks are open. I think they've got some upward mobility in Proud Boys. You could be a writer for the publication. Why take your high-powered rifle? And I'd like to know how you got that rifle, by the way. You buy your children rifles and tell them someday you'll be able to take this rifle 200 miles up the road and just live out your fantasy. What the fuck? What are you doing? I mean, listen, here's the deal. You want to talk about it tomorrow? If they come at you tomorrow and they talk about it, you want to flip the script? Start asking them questions about what. Ask them, what is going on with you folks, man? Why would that guy do? I don't understand that. What's going on with you? Make them real uncomfortable. You want to get in our business? Oh, you heard about what happened yesterday? What the fuck is the deal with that? Why would that dude do that? You know? Huh? What's happening? You have some kind of... Surely you can share the fucking memo I know that goes on between all of you with me, right? We work together, right? I mean, you want to fucking talk about it, huh? What's the deal? Oh, where you going? Where you going? You want to get back to your fucking cubicle? You stay out of our goddamn business then. Now look. You know it was going to be this kind of show. So... Alright, so this ought to be real fucking interesting, I guess. How do you get beyond this? How do How do you talk about 10 people that went shopping? You know, you go shopping. That's right up there with pumping gas. Shopping! Pumping gas. 2 motherfucking things you at least want to come home alive from. I don't know. Pumping gas, yeah. Going food shopping. I don't want that to fucking kill me. You know what I mean? So maybe we need to keep an eye out for those that don't belong in our fucking orbit. Maybe? No? I understand the security guard went down fighting. I also understand that we got some solid shots to this gentleman's chest center mass. He don't go down because why? Well, he's got the gear, baby. You know? So the forethought involving the hatred, the malice, the attitude toward us is palpable. I can fucking taste it. And I don't want them anywhere near me. You've suddenly become dangerous. No, you've suddenly become overtly and presently dangerous. It's time that we as Hebrews, those of us aware and associate ourselves with the transatlantic slave trade, no matter how far back it goes, must take steps to protect and preserve ourselves until the kingdom arrives. As you can see, the gloves are off. They're raising their young and sending them like torpedoes to our neighborhoods. Something we never do. They do. And they can't wait to do the things we see them doing over in Europe. You can only come to that goddamn conclusion. They're looking over there and they're getting excited for what could be here. Hey, don't get your asses in your feelings and then get booted out because I'm telling the truth. Don't get butt hurt. Go see about your folks. You got a few of them losing their fucking minds up in my fucking live. Get the fuck out. Tell you what, the day we start doing the shit that was done to us yesterday, then you can come in here and talk shit. Otherwise, beat it. All right, here we go. I'm trying. It's difficult. 10 of us. I can't even fit it on the fucking screen. 10 of us. Just because it's a fucking Saturday and they're shopping. Yeah. So, I mentioned this yesterday, couldn't find the actual reading. 30 years after Rodney King case, reconciliation continues for South Los Angeles Black and Korea. Oh, you were still trying to reconcile? Hold on. Let me just get over what happened yesterday before we try to reconcile what the fuck happened 30 years ago. You understand me? Listen, if you can't get over it 30 years ago, you're not going to get over it. It's like the fucking Israeli-Palestine thing. It's not going to ever go. I mean, 30 years. Give me a fucking break. What? You're telling me about the fucking Rodney King case 30 years ago and the reconciliation between Koreans and blacks is still in the making? Well, fuck it. Fuck reconciliation! I don't want to reconcile. Problem solved. We have present fish to fry, not the past fish of fucking old. Let's continue. All right. Black New York churches more guarded after Buffalo shooting Saturday. What happened after the church shooting a few years ago? Aren't you guarded up behind that? Oh, they took 9 of us there. They're upping the ante now. I don't get it. Why is this news? Black New York churches are more guarded after the Buffalo shooting Saturday. Really? I don't get it. What is the guy? No? So this gets your attention outside of church. So Dylan Roof, do I need to mention to black churches in New York? 9, did you get on your, no? Now you're on guard, huh, motherfuckers? Be on guard. in the black. They're not coming in the black church. They did that. You know, they're gonna try something new. Supermarket. Who knows what's next? You know. I don't know, man. What you want me to say? Okay, so let's just continue. Ha! Here we go, boy. I tell you. Oh, boy, I tell you. It's a day. It's a day. And the sentiment, what I don't want to see is Van Jones. I don't want to see Van Jones crying on the goddamn screen about this. I would much prefer that we all just go silent and don't say a fucking word. They stick a mic in our face. Hey, what happened? No comment. That's what happened. That would at least show some unity. Are you not even considering bringing it the fuck in? What's it going to take? You don't want to bring it in? 10 of us gone. No? I'll wait. Wow. Okay. I'm just trying to keep it 100. Yeah. So, just you know. So the troopers that were charged of beating the black man, they said that they were going to beat him until he had nightmares. This is what they wrote. They said that they wanted to beat him until he had nightmares about the beating. This is the kind of malevolence. This is not in us to do such things. This kind of vitriol, this kind of, it's a hedonistic kind of hate. It's that taking pleasure in the application of pain. You can't kill 1,000 people, bury them in a mass grave, and not enjoy what you do. You can't take the time it takes to drive 200 hours behind the wheel of a car. You know you had to make a few stops to go to the bathroom. You know you had to eat. You know you had to consider what you were doing. You know you had to get out, get stable, figure out, map it out, and then carry it out. What the fuck? Who does that? Not us. That's who does that. Anyway, let's continue. All right, so just looking for black news that don't involve the black news that we've already perused for years. Hebrew. Oh, my God. 928. Thought you might need this. So, reparations, right? Something I've begged you all to fucking forget. I've begged you to stop. You look so silly. But some of you still hope, and I dig it, you know. Gavin Newsom, he's got a fucking exploratory committee. Hey. Boston is actually, hey, what would reparations for anti-black racism look like? In Boston, it would look horrible, but that aside. On a mic, it was, or in some way, Biden, the president of the United States, was said to have told those involved in the reparations push to not expect too much from the U.S. government on that issue. Fact! And you know you can check my fucking math. So Biden was heard telling those who need to hear it not to expect too much movement on reparations for us. Now, I can imagine the rest of the conversation. It probably went something like this, because we've given so much damn money to the Ukrainians already. Shit, I was gonna give brothers and sisters something, but then Putin invaded Ukraine. And well, you know, let's go. Oh my God, we can never go back. Leaked opinion mobilizes black women around abortion rights. Why are black women mobilizing around abortion rights that are meant to be canceled for the preservation of other people? Why is that? I don't understand that. This is not an issue. This is not a hand. This is not, I don't understand this shit. Look, there's the black family. They're not black male issues and black female. There's a Negro unit, the family. And woe for any of our women who side with issues that have absolutely nothing to do with us. You take care of yourself. Government be damned. You're a Hebrew. You're a member of the royal family. You already have rules. You don't need to worry about their rules. And for God's sake, the mobilization of black women, I don't understand that. What do you mean? Black women belong beside black men. That's the mobilization that needs to happen. You know, and if you don't think I'm telling the truth, well, take a look at what happened yesterday. I don't know. Let's continue. Oh, Jesus. You know, I'm about to, listen to me. This black lacrosse team in Georgia, just cancel them. Disband the whole idea. Black lacrosse team shouldn't even have existed in the first place. Y'all do something else, anything else. I don't care. Bowl, golf, not lacrosse. Not a fucking sport that is just steeped in mire in a society that gives 3 2/4 damn about Negroes. What is your problem? You know what? What happened is the officers saw the lacrosse sticks in the van, saw the black faces, and couldn't fucking believe it. I'd have pulled you over too. What is this? We're a lacrosse team. Man, all y'all get upside the car. What the hell's going on here? There's no such thing. Get a flash? You like that shit. Hey! They got another flash, baby. The Doug Rising Show. Every time they flash. The Doug Rising Show. Mother. All right. Sorry. I'm in a mood. Aren't you? Let me say this right now. Any one of you Hebrews that doesn't feel at least some kind of fucking way this morning, get the fuck out. And I mean that shit. Listen to me, if you're happy and you're content, and all is well with you this morning, pack your gear and get the fuck out of here. Don't come back. Oh! All right, let's continue. Give me a break. Everybody's got to be a little bit fucking... Gunmen targeted black neighborhoods shaped by decades of segregation. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? It's not like you did a study. Hey, there's neighborhoods over... Oh, this one here has been shaped by decades of... Perfect. There's just you know, that I ain't got this, just, you know, gathering, grouping. So we'll hit there. What the fuck are we talking about? Don't write about anything. Here's what I'm ready to hear. I'm ready to hear about the mental instability of the young man that took the lives of 10 Hebrews. I want to hear about the influences that worked upon him for years as his weak mind took in the hate and applied it to his weak psyche. I want to hear it. I want to see the fingers point at the origins of his monstrosity. I want to hear about his neglect in the house. I want to hear about him not eating. I want to hear about his family broken up. I want to hear about it all. And then I want somebody to take this motherfucker okay. Black teen was suspended from school and told he couldn't attend the graduation due to the length of his hair. You cannot attend the graduation because your hair is too long, because we know that just fucks up the optics. You know, when you go up on stage and you take that, you know, we got the hair bands, we got cameras trying to catch shit. That shit is just it's an obstruction. So, even though the United States Supreme Court has decided that you can't discriminate on the basis of hair, this guy in, of all places, Texas, is told you can't go to graduation because your hair is too long. Good Lord. Now, I gotta ask, white guys, super duper, pooper, scooper, long hair, you know, that fucking journey hair, you know, that shit that, you know, you rock this way, it rocks the other way, you know. Did they tell him he can't attend either? What is it? I'm looking at the brother. It's just dread. Good-looking young black man. They don't want him to attend graduation what he earned because his hair is too long. Because his hair is too long. Meanwhile, one of them got in their feelings and killed 10 of us yesterday. Okay, so I don't even know what to do. I don't know that this show will end. I just don't know. I don't know if I'm going to stop. I just don't, because here's the deal. I mean, look, here's my problem. First, they don't want you to be upset about what happened. You understand the idiocy of that kind of expectation and sentiment? Do you understand that they expect you not to have a fucking chip on your shoulder tomorrow? They want you to be smile. And my own and 10 of them. I only wonder what kind of environment you'd be walking into tomorrow. Do you think there'd be all fucking smiles your way? I'll try to continue. All right. Yeah, man. 2 former Oakland police officers have been charged with manslaughter in the fatal 2021 shooting of a black man. Well, there's that. Okay. Boy, trying to... Hey, she's confirmed. Fed Central Bank on the... Who cares? Hey, man, what's up with Simone Sanders? I heard her show's not doing well. I didn't watch it. I did watch it. But now, what's Simone Sanders' new show means for bald black women? Not a goddamn thing. How is her show supposed to somehow translate into meaning for bald black women? What the fuck? What is going on? What is going on? Suddenly now, we got bald black women, prominent, black girl magic, prominent, all the things contrary to the creator's intent, prominent, the kingdom ignored. The kingdom is being ignored. 10 of us lose our lives. And so many of us in church today, pastor not going to say a damn thing about God's kingdom replacing the kingdom you're in. Not a fucking word. What he'll do instead is talk about the thoughts and prayers you need to send to the young man that murdered 10 of us yesterday. Still grinning? Phone is when you're fucking pissed off. That could work. All right, I don't care about Simone, your bald head. You want to be, hey, creator says, I hear bald head on a Hebrew, disgraceful. Hair on a woman's hair, crown of glory. That's what scriptures say. But hey, Simone, you do what you want to do. I don't care. You having hair, not having hair has no influence on me applying for kingdom membership. You do you, baby. All right. Yeah, baby. Anything else? Anything else? I don't know. I think. Oh, good Lord. Lawyer says autopsy shows Houston cop shot black man in the back of his neck. Well, I mean, you couple the autopsy with the video that we all saw, and I guess it's a wrap. Jesus. You happy? You good? Get the fuck out. I only want individuals here who will not cooperate. That's it. If you're ready to cooperate, if you're ready to get in line, get the fuck out of this live. I mean that shit. Leave. Because if this doesn't do it for you, if you don't understand that this is just the beginning of the expression of the sentiment toward Negroes in this country, you're fucking asleep or you're part of the goddamned problem, and I don't want you here. Otherwise, pay attention. All right. All right, folks. I mean, there's really nothing. You know what they're talking about. They're talking about, you know, what was done. It was by design. Black residents try to come to terms with horror of shooting. And here's they ask, who pushed this into his head? Really? You don't know? I think we know. All right, I'm done because I'm pissed and I don't want to stop. So I'm going to call it. I might as well call it. You know, it's been a good day, Saturday. A little early. I know I'm supposed to stop you from going to church, but if you go to church today and let the preacher tell you to send your thoughts and prayers to the monster that killed 10 of us yesterday, you don't need to go back to that church. I mean that. I would walk out on the minister if he even mentioned forgiveness. You got me fucked up, dog. Would they forgive? Question to me. What would happen in their churches if this happened to their community? Not too many people going to be in church today, I tell you what. Them going to be in the streets. 10 at once? One brother? Well, and they took him in alive? Man, you know what happened when they take brothers in alive in the good old days, boy. Boy, they surround a freaking sheriffs and boy, let us have him. You think that can't happen? They still got sundowner towns in this country. Believe me, you let us do something like that and get taken alive and watch the good old days return. Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. That would happen. And you can believe this, the next day would not be a good one for black people in America. I'm telling you this, and you know it's true. You know that we'd feel a fear and loathing and attitude from every fucking one. You know it. Not us. Some of y'all already got your speech prepared for how you going to address this tomorrow at work and talk about, you know, it's all right, you know. You disgust me. And don't do that. When you go into work tomorrow, you better have a goddamn different attitude, man. Are you serious? Now look here. You like where you at, stay. I don't give a fuck. You dig this shit you love, the United Snakes of America, raising demon motherfuckers, arming them, and then releasing them into our wild. Hell-bent on the sole purpose of destruction and death. And you think I want you to go to work tomorrow smiling. Motherfucker, please. Now, it's high time we got our heads out of our collective asses and understood that any sentiment held that deeply by one so young, any kind of sentiment in the mind of an individual, a part of a group in the society that holds that sentiment so strong to the point he writes a 180-page manifesto, tries 200 miles to accomplish his ends. I can tell you that dormant sentiment must be in the hearts of many that surround us, laying there, unknown to you, maybe even to themselves. And there you walk about, smiling, grinning, cheesing, stepping, fetching, telling fucking jokes. And you don't know what's on the minds of the people looking right back at you. Well, folks, I got something for you. Now, you hear me. I don't give a fuck what you did last week. I don't give a fuck what you did yesterday. I don't. I really don't. But tomorrow, when you go your asses to work, you hear me, Hebrews. You got no reason to smile, man. You better not have a shit-eating grin. And if someone asks you what your problem is, you have two alternatives. You can tell them what your problem is, or you can invite them to mind their goddamn business today. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with it? You don't like that shit, do you? You don't like it. You don't like me telling Hebrews that tomorrow of all days, you get that goddamn grin off your fucking faces. Now, I don't know what your expectations of tomorrow will be, but the air will be thick with guilt, excuse, obfuscation, uncomfortableness, awkwardness, and you let motherfuckers be as uncomfortable as you can. Hey! That's about it. I told you already. Remember, it's going to happen again. We're going to talk it out. Everything's going to be cool. We're going to forget that 10 of us were murdered behind racist hatred. We're going to forget, you know. We're going to move on. This way, that way, you know. Memory fades. Okay. What's it going to take? All right, I got to go because I'll start again. All right, folks, you have a good goddamn rest of your weekend, and you remember what has happened. And don't let anyone try to make you get over it. Because they sure as fuck would not be over it for a long time. All right. I gotta go. You guys have a good one. I already said it. Get that goddamn grin off your faces. No build-up. Straight to it. Good morning.